जगदम्बे मां, अम्बा भवानी जगदम्बे मां, दुर्गा भवानी जगदम्बे मां, अम्बा भवानी जगदम्बे मां, अम्बा भवानी जगदम्बे मां, अम्बा भवानी जगदम्बा भवानी, अम्बा भवानी जगदम्बे मां, अम्बा भवानी जगदम्बे मां, अम्बा भवानी जगदम्बे मां, देवी भवानी जगदम्बे मां, देवी भवानी जगदम्बे मां, अम्बा भवानी जगदम्बा भवानी, अम्बा भवानी जगदम्बे मां, अम्बा भवानी जगदम्बे मां। Amba is a Sanskrit word meaning mother. It is also one of the more popular names of the Hindu goddess Durga. As Durga, she is frequently referred to as Amba Bhawani and represents the feminine divine energy. Bhavani translates to giver of life, meaning the power of nature or the source of creative energy. She is considered to be a nurturing mother figure who provides for his devotees and also plays the role of dispensing justice by killing evil asuras. Bhavani, the goddess of power, justice, motherhood of emotions. Jagadamba is a Sanskrit term which means mother of the world or universal mother. In Hinduism, it is a name used to refer various goddesses, particularly goddess Durga or goddess Parvati, who are considered to the divine feminine power that creates, nurtures, and protects the universe. The word Durga literally means invincible or unassailable. It is related to the word Durga, which means fortress, something difficult to defeat or pass. Devi is the Sanskrit word for goddess. Devi and Deva mean heavenly, divine, anything of excellence. Manifestations of Shakti. Shakti is symbolically female, but it is, in reality, neither male nor female. It is only a force which manifests itself in various forms. The 5 elements and their combinations are the external manifestations of the mother. Intelligence, discrimination, psychic power, and will are her internal manifestations. Shiva and Shakti. The Supreme Lord is represented as Shiva, and his power is represented as Shakti, Durga, or Kali. Shiva is omnipotent, impersonal, inactive. He is pure consciousness, Brahman. Shakti is dynamic. The power or active aspect of the immanent God is Shakti. There is no difference between God and his Shakti, just as there is no difference between fire and its burning power. Shakti is inherent in God. Just as you cannot separate heat from fire, so also you cannot separate Shakti from God, the possessor of Shakti. Devi or Maheshwari or Parashakti is the supreme Shakti or the power of the supreme being. When Vishnu and Mahadeva destroyed various asuras, the power of Devi was behind them. Devi took Brahma, Vishnu and Rudra and gave them necessary Shakti to proceed with the work of creation, preservation and destruction. Devi is the creatrix of the universe. She is the universal mother. Durga, Kali, Bhagavati, Bhavani, Amba, Ambika, Jagadamba, Kameshwari, Ganga, Uma, Chandi, Chamundi, Lalita, Gauri, Kundalini, Tara, Rajeshwari, Tripura Sundari, etc. are all her forms. Devi assumes many aspects according to the tasks to be performed by her, sometimes sweet and tender, and at other times terrible, but she is always kind and gracious to her devotees. Arjuna, the Pandava hero, worshipped the goddess before starting fight against the evil-minded Kauravas. Sri Rama worshipped Durga at the time of fight with Ravana to invoke her aid in the war. Shakti may be termed as that by which we live and have our being in this universe. In this world, all the wants of the child are provided by the mother. The child's growth, development and sustenance are looked after by the mother. Even so, all the necessities of life and its activities in the world and the energy needed for it depend upon Shakti or the universal mother. The human mother is a manifestation of the universal mother. How do we worship the Divine Mother? Now, let us go beyond the feminine aspect of Shakti and get into the higher realm of how to revere or how to consider Shakti. Devi worship or Shakti worship is worship of God's glory, of God's greatness and supremacy. It is unfortunate that Devi is misunderstood as a bloodthirsty Hindu goddess. Devi is not the property of the Hindu alone. Devi does not belong to any religion. Devi is the conscious power of the Deva. The words Devi, Shakti, etc. and the ideas of the different forms connected with these names are concessions given to the limitations of human knowledge, human comprehension. Bhagavan Sri Krishna says in the Gita, "This is only my lower nature, Shakti. Beyond this is my higher nature, the original Shakti, the life principle which sustains the entire universe." The Upanishad says, the Parashakti, the supreme power of this God, is heard of in various ways. The power is the nature of God manifesting as knowledge, strength, and activity. Truly speaking, all beings of the universe are Shakti worshippers, for there is none who does not love or long for power in some form or the other. Worship of Devi gives not only prosperity but liberation from all bondages. It leads to the attainment of knowledge of the self. The story of the Kena Upanishad, known as the Yaksha Prashna, supports this view. Oma taught the truth to the Devas. You can worship Devi either through Vaidika or Tantrika methods. She is worshipped even without rituals, through Parapuja or pure meditation alone. Indeed, this is the highest kind of worship, where the Divine Mother is considered as his or her own by the spiritual child. The grace of the Devi is the experience of the participation of higher nature by the devotee on account of his conformity to the laws of manifestation in its orders of the divine Shaktis or the forms of the one divine power. No order of the reality can be stepped into unless one fulfills the demands of the one lower to it. The Devi Upasaka, thus knowing that Devi is the Parabrahma Shakti itself, not creating a barrier between God and his Shakti, even as one does not consider the sun and its luminosity as separate, reaches the state of Brahman through the grace of Devi. It means that in the sadhana marga, a sadhaka in the initial stages worships Devi or Bhavani or Amba in form, because right in the beginning a sadhaka may not be able to reach the unmanifest Shakti or unmanifest Brahman. So he or she starts worshipping Devi in various forms, which have already been explained in the earlier paragraph. He starts meditating on Devi in form, and then he has to proceed to the higher state. Then he starts worshipping Devi in partly form or partly formless when he meditates on the creative aspect of or Shakti aspect of Devi as the creator of the entire universe, or the one whose Shakti has been taken or borrowed by Brahma to create this universe. When day by day, month by month, one starts meditating on Shakti as the supreme creative power, then gradually the feminine part of the Devi goes in his or her meditation, because The creative power has no gender, neither male nor female. This is very crucial in the path of meditation. In meditating at a higher level on Shakti. And then from the creative power, the meditator proceeds to higher steps, step by step, higher states, step by step through the transcendence of the manifested orders of phenomenal experience. What does it mean? In the Sakhyam stage in the Navavida Bhakti, what we learned, the Bhakta goes to a stage where he starts meditating if to be a friend to be a friend of Bhagavan itself is such a great experience. What would it be when I exist as Bhagavan himself? This is the route towards progressing from Sakhyam to Atma Nivedana. We learned, right? Exactly in the same way, from the creative aspect of Shakti, from meditating on Shakti as the creative power, the meditator evolves to start contemplating, to start meditating on the supreme essence, crossing or transcending even the creative power. So sadhakas, when the meditation is on the supreme essence, going beyond the creative aspect or the Shakti aspect. So initially form meditation, afterwards meditation on the creative power. This is the path of evolvement in the sadhana. And from there, transcending the creative power and meditating on the essence. What does it mean? Once in your meditation, the contemplation on the creative power is transcended, then what is the essence? The essence without concentrating on the creative power, that essence is what? Purusha or Brahman. This route explained today is the most crucial route. Otherwise, for decades together, for births together, one is bound to get stuck up in the feminine part of Devi. It is good to start with, but forever and ever, 80% of the Devi Upasakas are stuck up here. Forever and ever, considering Devi as the feminine aspect, manifested form, feminine aspect as mother, limits Devi to the limited human form. Then one starts searching for the female qualities in mother and takes it at a bigger level and starts focusing on this. There, such a sadhaka may not be able to evolve further. He or she will be limiting himself or herself only to the feminine aspect of Devi or Shakti. One has to go beyond that in awe in meditation for the creative power. Once the creative power comes, then the female or male goes, gender goes. And one has to further evolve beyond the creative. Purusha without Prakriti. Purusha without projecting himself mystically as Prakriti. There. So creation to the creator, creator to the essence prior to creation. This is the route for the Devi Upasakas to ultimately reach to the Parabrahma Shakti, where all other aspects are transcended and only the supreme essence, supreme consciousness remains in the meditation. And what is that supreme consciousness? It is you yourself. You are that. This is the ultimate state to be reached by every Devi Upasakas. This can be a life-changing lesson for sincere Devi Upasakas when they consider the seriousness of what has been explained today. Forever and ever, if you are into the ritualistic worship of Devi, then you will also be limiting yourself to a devotee, and you will be limiting Devi to a feminine, motherhood aspect, and focusing on the form always. He, the one who is speaking to you, has never ever been able to worship or see God in male or female form ever since 2011. That is why today, while sharing about Devi on the Bhajan talk, he is emphasizing to go beyond the form to the formless, and go beyond both form and formless to the ultimate essence, Parabrahma Shakti. That is the state of supreme silence, Samadhi. Hari Om Tat Sat.